All right, welcome. If you're like us, you want the important info fast. No waiting through hours of content.
Exactly. Get right to the good stuff.
So today, our mission is a deep dive into the new Yema Skin Diver CMM.20. We've got the details, and we're pulling out what really matters.
Yeah, that's good. And this watch, it definitely has roots, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You can see the inspiration from Yema's 60s divers. It connects directly back.
It really does. It's not just retro styling. It feels like it builds on that legacy.
But it's not just a throwback. They've packed in some serious modern tech. The movement is the big story here, I think.
Definitely. The CMM.20 micro-rotor caliber. It's Yema's own.
Which, for a brand like Yema, that feels like, well, a pretty significant move, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It signals their ambition,
Yeah.
moving towards being a more integrated manufacturer.
We've seen the CMM.20 before, haven't we, in some limited editions?
Yeah, exactly. The Wristmaster, Superman Slim, putting it in a core model like this Skin Diver, though.
Yeah.
That shows commitment.
And for anyone wondering, a micro-rotor. It's basically a smaller weight for the automatic winding.
That's right. It's integrated into the movement, not sitting on top, so it can help make the watch, well, slimmer overall.
Makes sense. Okay, let's look at the watch itself. The case is 39.5 millimeter.
Which is a great size. Very wearable for most people.
And 11.5 millimeters thick, not counting the crystal. Should sit nicely.
And it keeps those nice curved lugs, the mix of brushed and polished finishes.
Yeah, it gives it that tool watch, but still refined look. Plus, a double-domed sapphire crystal.
Good durability there, and that vintage vibe. What about the bezel? They've updated that.
Right. Still unidirectional, which is crucial for a diver.
Safety first.
But now it's got these colored sapphire inserts.
Yeah.
Burgundy, beige, or black.
Sapphire is very scratch resistant, so that's a definite upgrade over, say, aluminum.
And the font on the timer scale looks a bit slimmer, cleaner.
A subtle refinement. And the bezel lock. That's a big visual change.
It is. The signature external clamp is gone.
Which some people might miss, perhaps.
Maybe, but they've moved the locking function inside. You push the bezel down to unlock and turn it.
So you still get the security, but with a much sleeker profile. It's a smart design choice, I think.
Balances aesthetics and function. Okay, the dial.
Pure Superman Skin Diver. Those big trapezoid markers, steel-framed, lots of lume.
Instantly recognizable. Great legibility, which you need underwater.
Absolutely. And the printed numbers at 12, 6, and 9, dial colors match the bezels, too.
And you still get the classic Yema Superman logo, the 300-meter depth rating.
And the micro-rotor text.
Yeah.
Clearly states what's inside.
Let's talk a bit more about that CMM.20 movement then, developed with Olivier Maury, right?
Yes. French development, Swiss components, assembled in Morteau, France. That Franco-Swiss blend.
Pretty common in the Jura region. What about performance?
Well, you get a 70-hour power reserve.
Yeah.
So set it down Friday, pick it up Monday, still running.
That's convenient.
And it beats at 4 hertz, 28,800 vibrations per hour. Gives you that smooth seconds hand sweep. Accuracy is reported at -3 to +7 seconds a day.
Pretty solid for mechanical movement in this range.
And visually, it's quite nice, too. You see that golden balance wheel, the tungsten micro-rotor against the darker bridges.
Tungsten's dense, right. Makes the rotor efficient.
Exactly. Good winding efficiency. It adds a touch of, well, sophistication you can see through the case back.
Nice. And the bracelet. It's called the Scale Slim.
Yeah, it's inspired by an old Yema design. Those hexagonal links, kind of like snakeskin. It's distinctive.
Brushed finish. Keeps it toolish.
Yeah.
And the clasp has micro adjustments.
It does. A double security folding clasp, and you can adjust the fit up to 6 millimeters in small steps. Really helps get the comfort just right.
Little details like that make a difference. So, availability.
It's out now, ready for delivery. Priced at 2,490 euros.
Okay. So wrapping it up, this new Skin Diver feels like a thoughtful evolution.
Totally. It keeps the vintage soul, but adds meaningful upgrades. The in-house movement is key.
The refined bezel, the sapphire, the better clasp, it all adds up.
It really does.
Yeah.
It makes you think, doesn't it? How brands like Yema are playing this game of balancing heritage with pushing their watchmaking forward.
Right, investing in their own movements, refining classic designs.
What does that say about, the enduring appeal of dive watches? And how important is that in-house aspect becoming? Something for our listeners to chew on.